Andy and Aaron were best buds. They liked to do dumb stuff. Mostly, they liked to laugh. Today was no different. They had a plan.
Dude, are you sure about this?
Aaron asked. He was already jittery. Andy just grinned.
Relax, it'll be epic.
He pulled out a tiny baggie. They were going to find the K-hole. It was legendary. People said it was in the woods behind Andy's house. They packed snacks. They had a flashlight. This was going to be awesome. The woods were dark, the trees looked creepy. Andy kept making scary noises. Aaron jumped a mile every time.
Dude, cut it out.
Aaron whisper shouted.
Chill, man, we're almost there.
Andy stopped. He pointed to a clearing. There was a weird glow. It pulsed like a heartbeat.
This is it.
Andy whispered. They walked into the light. Everything went fuzzy. The first thing they saw was a talking dollar bill. It was rolled up tight, like a tiny microphone.
Hey guys, welcome to the K-hole. Get ready for some hilarious times.
Andy and Aaron looked at each other. They started laughing. Then they saw another dollar. It was telling jokes, bad jokes.
Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
The K-hole was already living up to its reputation. They walked deeper into the K-hole. The air felt weird, like jelly. A figure sat on a rock. He was old, really old. He looked like a wise, shriveled raisin.
Who are you?
I am the Ketamine keeper. To pass, you must answer my riddle.
Andy and Aaron gulped. This was getting serious.
What has an eye but cannot see?
The Ketamine keeper asked. Andy and Aaron thought hard. This was tough.
A needle.
Aaron blurted out. The Ketamine keeper chuckled.
Correct, you may pass.
They kept walking. The K-hole was a trip, literally. They saw floating eyeballs and giggling mushrooms. Suddenly, a figure jumped out. He wore a dirty trench coat. He had a crazed look in his eyes.
Give me your snacks.
It was James the Crackhead. He was a K-hole legend, a mischievous trickster. Andy and Aaron ran. James was right behind them. They dodged dancing trees and flying squirrels. This was nuts. They ran until they couldn't run anymore. They collapsed on the ground, gasping for air.
I think we lost him.
Then the ground started moving. It rippled like water. They were sinking.
We're doomed.
But it wasn't so bad. They were floating, weightless like astronauts. They were actually enjoying it. Then they started going up, higher and higher.
Uh-oh.
They landed on a giant bouncy castle. It was shaped like a kangaroo, and it was talking.
G'day mates, welcome to my bouncy outback.
Andy and Aaron couldn't believe it. A talking kangaroo? On ketamine? This K-hole was wild. They bounced for hours. It was the most fun they ever had, until they got hungry.
Hey, kangaroo dude, you got any snacks?
The kangaroo pointed with its tail.
Check the pouch, mate.
Inside the pouch were all their favorite snacks. This K-hole was amazing. The K-hole was a whirlwind of crazy. They met a singing teapot. They had a staring contest with a giant eyeball. They even learned to speak fluent dolphin. But after a while, it all started to feel, well, weird.
Dude, do you ever feel like none of this is real?
Andy looked around. The colors seemed brighter, the sounds louder. Was any of this actually happening, or were they just really high? They wanted to go home, but they didn't know how. The K-hole seemed to go on forever. They were lost.
What if we're stuck here forever?
Andy tried to stay positive.
Nah, we'll figure it out. We always do.
But even he wasn't so sure anymore. The K-hole had a way of messing with your mind. They stumbled upon a signpost. It was crooked and covered in strange symbols, but it was a signpost nonetheless.
Look, maybe it can tell us how to get out of here.
They studied the signpost. It was confusing. There were arrows pointing in every direction. Each one had a different label.
Which way should they go?
Andy and Aaron looked at each other. Their eyes were wide with a mixture of fear and excitement. The decision was theirs to make.
Well, which way do you want to go? Honestly, I'm not sure I'm ready to leave this craziness just yet.
And with that, they took a deep breath and stepped forward, choosing a path at random, ready to embrace whatever the K-hole threw at them next. After all, what were best friends for if not to get lost in the weird and wonderful together?